Have you got an email list that you're not making that many sales from? Or maybe you're just wondering whether there's any value in an email list these days with all the other platforms that are happening, all focus on socials and AI and all this sort of stuff. Are email lists effective? We're going to answer that question. I'm also going to give you 5 tips to build a high converting email list. First of all, let's clear something up. Is email marketing, is building an email list worth your time and effort these days? The short answer is most definitely. I'm going to give you a couple of stats just to prove my point here. So according to a study by DMA, the average ROI, which is return on investment, for email marketing is $42 for every dollar spent. So that means every dollar that you put in, there's an average return of $42 that you get from that. Something to think about for a minute there. I'm going to give you another little stat here. A study by McKinsey and Company indicated that email marketing is nearly 40 times more effective at acquiring customers than social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter. That's something to think about for just a minute. Now, there's a lot of discussion that goes on about whether it's effective, whether you should focus on email. Email is the most effective part of an online business. Obviously, a lot of online businesses vary in different ways, but if you are not focusing on building your email list and focusing on email marketing, then you are really taking a suboptimal approach to running your online business. Now, we often speak with a lot of coaches that have fully built out a successful business purely on social media. It's purely focused on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever it may be. Now that is amazing. That is a really, really good thing. Now let's take a look at the big picture here. Now social media platforms come and go and change a lot. So if you're relying on a social media platform, then in my humble opinion, it's not a sustainable business that you're focusing on building, because in a year's time, it could be completely different in the way that it operates, and it completely affects your ability to run your online business, let alone grow it. Now, if you, alongside your social media efforts, focus on building out your email list and put a lot of focus on email marketing, then it's going to help you to really grow a sustainable online business far more effectively than ever before, than ever relying on social media platforms. So let's get into the 5 tips to build a high converting email list. So first of all, and it's a nice and obvious one, but it's just creating valuable lead magnets. Now, what is a valuable lead magnet? A valuable lead magnet is something that is very specifically solving a problem, and it can be very simple. It doesn't need to be this big complex video training, as long as it's offering a lot of value and solving problems for your target audience. Now, think about the dynamic of just creating a random lead magnet that's, I've seen something online that seems to be an effective approach of building a lead magnet. Okay, yeah, let's do that. And then just kind of throw it up there, and it's not very aligned with what you offer on the back end, which might be, one-on-one coaching, some sort of high ticket offer that you're wanting to bring people in on the front end that are aligned with that back end. Now, taking that suboptimal approach is going to, you're going to potentially bring in leads. It's going to bring you in a lot of leads, but they're not going to be aligned with that back end. So creating valuable lead magnets that speak specifically to our target audience, and they're designed in a way that solve problems when they're aligned with our back-end offers. The back-end offer is something we'll call it high ticket. It's a course. It is one-on-one coaching, something like that. So when we're creating very valuable lead magnets that are very much aligned with that back-end offer, with that high ticket offer, then they're a lot more likely to convert. We're speaking specifically to them. We're solving problems. It's an easy exchange for that email list. We know exactly who they are because we're specific in the way that we're speaking to them, and they're a lot more aligned towards the offers that we've got there. So whenever you're creating these lead magnets, think about the end in mind. Think about your high ticket offers, your other products that you've got that you're wanting to sell when you're bringing in leads. Number 2 is optimize your opt-in pages. Now, what do I mean by this? This is having a very simple approach to the page. Now, there's one simple purpose of the page. It is to get the person, get that lead to add in their name and email so you can add them to your list. Now, obviously, we're removing distractions. We've got one objective of that page, and we're going to set the page up in a way that is speaking directly to the target audience, and it's speaking to the benefits. As soon as they look at it, they read that copy like, boom, that's for me, and that is going to solve the problems with all these benefits, these amazing benefits that we're offering with the lead magnet. Now, ideally, we want to position it in a way that brings in action takers. Obviously, there's a big debate that comes in with lead magnets bring in a lot of freebie seekers, and that's true. But also positioning your copy in a way that ideally brings in the action takers. This is for people that, need these problems solved and are willing to take action. And when we're persuasive in the way that we use the copy, it's ideally bringing in the right people to our email list that are willing to take action. Which leads me into point number 3, which is don't just offer a boring old newsletter. Obviously, touching on that last point, we want to speak directly to the action takers. We want to be persuasive in the copy that really allows us to bring in the right type of person. And if we're having that very placid approach of just offering a newsletter where you can get updates, it's been done, and we want to build out a very high converting email list. So we're going to do it. We're going to offer things. We're going to use copy in a way that really brings in the right people. I'm going to give you an example of what we're actually using with one of our lead magnets. Get the Impact Accelerator funnel roadmap and prepare for your next sellout launch. Now, this is obviously speaking to a specific type of person. This is speaking to the action taker. We're saying what it is and who it's for and what they're going to get out of it. Number 4 is provide case studies or success stories. Now, the reason for this is when the right person, when that target market, when that action taker reads these, it helps them to really resonate with it. It's speaking directly to them. When we see something that is aligned with another action taker, from one action taker to the next, that's like, okay, this is specifically for me, so I'm definitely going to opt in and see what these guys have to offer. Number 5 is consistently engage and add value to your list. Now, this is a little bit of an obvious one, but it is incredibly important. Once we've got them on our email list, we need to continually nurture and on a weekly basis be dropping value bombs, really showing up and showing that we've got the solutions to the problems that they have. And after a while, we build up that trust and we're much more likely to convert with the high ticket offers. And we want to take a value first approach. It's not just all about being salesy. It's not just constantly pushing the sale. At the right time, yes, we do push the sale and we are direct about it. We're not sleazy. We're saying we're here to offer this service. If you want to take us up on it, then, book a call, whatever it is. But always focus on adding value at the forefront of this. Be emailing not too much, but not too little. At a minimum, you want to be emailing once a week. At a maximum, you want to be emailing like once per day, but really aimed at adding value and nurturing and showing up, building that trust for your list is going to allow you to have, maintain, and build a high converting email list. I run a marketing agency by the name of Launch for Impact, and we help impact-driven coaches and service providers to build out automated online businesses through sales funnels, through systems, and we've also got this incredibly effective all-in-one marketing tool that's an absolute game changer that allows you to effectively grow your email list, build sales funnels, manage pipelines, and so much more. We've added in a ton of bonuses in terms of fully automated funnels that allows you to basically plug and play and get immense value in not only managing but scaling your online coaching business. This is for you. You should definitely check it out. I'm going to add a link in the description below. You can have a free trial. There's no risk involved. Till next time, take care.